Hello everyone, my name is the Chemist77 and welcome to episode 24 of Farming Minecraft. As said, I guess last week for you guys, but literally just a few minutes ago for me, today we are going to be building a dark oak farm. Well, I can't remember if I said it was a dark oak farm, which is kind of bad given it was just a few minutes ago for me. But yeah, so this is as part of a few collection of episodes. It's going to be slightly broken up next week. It's going to do something special for episode 25. But yeah, so today we're going to be building a dark oak farm. This is one of my own design. It's not a finished design yet. This is like a primary design. I've still got a few things that I want to add to it. And yeah, here it is. It's using wool instead of concrete for some reason. I'm not quite sure what was going through my mind when I was designing it. But hey, and so, yeah, as you might be able to see, this is a flying machine based farm. And which I don't think I've dabbled in any flying machine based farms yet in the series. Partly because they just have a tendency to break sometimes. And yeah, so they're much safer non-flying machine based ones. But with Dark Oak, it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, I sat down and wanted to design a farm that, not many people have done before. There are a few dark oak farms out there, but yeah, I wanted to design one myself, and so I've done just that. It's not the fastest, but it works well enough, and yeah, but it does have a little bit of odd redstone going on, but I'll show all of that once the whole thing is finished. So without further ado, as anyone that's been watching my videos for enough time by now will probably guess, it's time-lapse time. And in guess you forgot to press record on replay mod. Yeah, there's small mistake on my part. So I am very, very sorry. But yeah, things like that happens. I've been a bit stupid today apparently. Anyway, here is the Dark Oak Farm. Now, probably the major downside to this is that you don't get any saplings back from it. That's one of the things I want to try and add to this farm. So I've just spent just a few minutes manually farming some saplings. I've got just under a stack and a half now, and I've made sure to put 4 away, and then just from that I get about 3 stacks anyway. You don't need to take down the whole tree when you're farming saplings. Just take out the bottom layer of logs, put the saplings in bone meal them, and you can just go again on the leaves. So it doesn't take too long at all. All those logs are just from like taking down the last tree. I just did it over there on that little dirt platform where I got some of my saplings for that tree farm. Anyway, let's try and turn this thing on. So what's going to happen when I'm going to turn this line on? We should there should be a redstone block there. Hang on a second. Okay, redstone block in place. As I was saying, when I turn this lever on, first of all, I'll start going back and forth in this minecart. That's how I can place the 2x2 saplings, because of course dark oak trees will only grow with 2x2 trees. This piston will extend, pushing this redstone block up here. That starts off this comparator clock, which sets off this dispenser, which is full of bone meal, and that's how we're going to grow our tree. Now, when the tree actually grows, what happens is this leaf updates because it detects when it's next to a log. That's how leaves know when to decay in Minecraft. If they're not connected to a log, then they will decay. But because I've manually placed this, it won't decay. So as soon as a log appears here, this leaf changes state, which this observer detects, which goes into this fun little contraption thing, which basically means that throughout everything that's going to go on here with all the levers and stuff, this only triggers once. And so what happens when this triggers is all of these pistons push up and extend. And we also get a signal onto this, just these couple bits of cyan terracotta, which first of all will trigger this, and that sets off these two flying machines. So there's two of them here with the pistons, and what this does is pushes all of the logs over here into this blast chamber, and eventually, after a certain amount of time, which is determined by all of these repeaters here, it's rather a lot of decay, the flying machine will get back here and it will just be triggered again, and that sends it back over to here. Also what happens is we get a signal through this monostable circuit, so that's what first of all starts off the long repeater chain here, and we also get a signal first of all to here, which first of all grabs the repeater, which locks the dispenser, so that stops any trees growing whilst the flying machine is going across, because that would break it. And then once this line runs out, then we pull the redstone block back here, which starts the comparator clock again. And we also get a signal sent up here to the scaffolding, which first of all goes to this little contraption. And what this is obviously if we're pushing the tree up, we get logs that get pushed out the top here. And because in the current iteration of the farm, we're not pushing all of the logs away, if we just left these would eventually stack up until we reach the push limit. And that's bad. So what I have here is two pistons that grab out the central logs. So you'll eventually see there'll be a 2x2 set of logs here that then get pulled out. And then we have a double piston extender here, which just pushes them forwards. And then eventually the block stream will pass under this observer. And because there'll be two each time, we just have two pistons here that are then powered by this observer that push down into the blast chamber with the rest of the logs. The other thing that happens is right at the top of this scaffolding is we just trigger the TNT dupers. So again, same as always, same as over there, same as over there. Iceberg lettuce design, slimeless TNT dupers, this time using pink concrete and glass. So yeah, very nice. We've got pink, we got lime, and we've got, I guess, spruce planks. So yeah, let's turn this farm on. Okay, so saplings in hand. Farm goes on. We are rocking back and forth. I'm just going to hold right click. Going to free cam. And nothing has happened. Why has nothing happened? Hang on a second. Okay, silly problem solved. Let's try this again. And again, if I go into free cam, if I hold right click, things have gone. Flying machine goes over and we see logs get pushed back. And that goes there, and I need to take my shield off. Always forget to do that. And we should see soon enough as well. That's the double piston extender. There we go, logs get blown up. And I believe the next tree we should start seeing our... There we go. So that's what our orange line does, and gradually this block stream will extend over here. And so we can now see, as that TNT explodes, our block stream from the top here, we'll see it again in a second. They get pushed up, pulled out, and then double piston extender pushes them forwards. And we have observer and just a little bit delay, so they get all the way to the end before they get pushed down. As we can see, works well. Now, in terms of improvements that I want to make to the farm, obviously there's a load of logs up here that are just sitting there. So one thing I might do is add a second flying machine that goes at the same time. That pushes them all the way over. I might have to adjust the TNT dupers slightly for that though. But yeah, there is our Dark Oak farm. I've had to put some obsidian there because that fence, not fence, sorry, that sign and the ice kept getting blown up. So the collection system's a little bit janky, not gonna lie, but it's basically it's so close to the redstone that it's very difficult to have it any other way. And anyway, that is the Dark Oak farm. That is 2 out of 4, or I guess technically 5 tree farms that I will be making. So our next tree farm will be a mangrove farm, and then after that it will be nether tree farms. And those 2 farms are not my own design, which means they'll actually work quite well. As we see this tree struggle to grow. Oh, because I've not placed another sapling. Oh, I'm out of saplings. There we go. Yeah, I guess. Well, we finished on the saplings, so yeah, we'll finish the video here. Now, next episode is not going to be a tree farm. Next episode is episode 25. Crazy to think that will already be a quarter of the way to 100 episodes on this series. So yeah, it'll be something a little bit different next episode, so do stay tuned for that. But yeah, anyways. But that's very close. There we go. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to see more if you want to see next episode's a little surprise different thing. Yeah, do follow me on Twitch as well, because I do live stream, and Instagram, where I'll generally post about when I'm live streaming. And I'll also post about when new videos come out on there as well. So yeah, thank you very much for blah, blah, blah. I can't speak today. Today's been a bit scuffed, not gonna lie. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!